about my Uncle Bob. He was very much an entertainer, just like Andy when they told him stories. They just kind of like him, and you just can't help but smile. One of the things that he used to love to do when I was a kid was sing, play the guitar and sing "The Cat Came Back." And that will stay with me forever. And it went something like this. And not just one thing. The cat came back the very next day. You know, the cat came back. You know, they thought he was a dog. He just couldn't stay away from So anyway, I feel like if a spirit animal, it would have been the cat. You know, no matter how crazy things got, things that happened, things with his health, he was back the very next day. And I think that's still true today. He's still here every single time we share a story, every single time we sing his cat song, he comes back. So I feel like I just want to, I wanted to share that so that, you know, I can give some comfort and love and just comfort to my family, my aunt, and all of his friends, all of how popular he was with all these beautiful, shiny people here. So,
does any other sister want to come up here? Sister. I am the youngest of the four sisters, and I took something so sincerely of my dad's life. When I think of being the youngest, I had a shorter period of memories of his life due to his ailment of kidney disease. But with watching the struggle and strife of his disease, I saw his life, his vision, his passion, which was so inspiring to me that life is bitchin' is my motto of life, and it is my dad. And I will wake up every day and I'm like, Dad, life is bitchin', like, let's get it. And then I have 2 kids. And I remind myself again, I think my biggest takeaways, I don't have a story that I'm going to share, just my biggest takeaways is what I realized through the last days of my dad's life is never once did he ever complain about what he went through. And he had 4 daughters and a wife, and was in a household of estrogen, and he never complained. He was always there. So focusing on not complaining about our little trials and triumphs, but celebrating them the way that he did, is life is bitchin', and that's my take.
I'm Jennifer. I'm Bob's first friend, and he was so kind and generous to mention my mom in his obituary again. So I'm the product of divorce, but it has been the biggest blessing I've ever known because of me and those beautiful sisters of mine. I was blessed with Jamie at 10 years old, and then Christy and Thomas soon followed. And I got to tell you, I didn't grow up in the house every day, but I was often there, and I've never felt more love in that house than anywhere else. And I'm just so grateful to Edie. I've known Edie since I was 5, before any of you. I love you all so much. And one thing I want to say about my dad, Tom and Jim alluded to it, he was seriously the most positive person ever. I mean, I hope we all can leave here with some sayings of his. If we think of it, he always would tell me if ever I called him when I was down, he's like, Jen, keep your chin up. Just keep your chin up. Or pedal to the metal. He always had something to say. And one of my favorite, I hope I can say this word. One of my favorite stories, I was in college and I really had a horrible time with a certain class, and I was just bawling on the phone, calling him for advice. And he goes, I said, I can't get over it. I can't get over this grade I got. I tried my hardest, and I was beating myself up. And he said, Jen, that's what I want you to do. I want you to go outside, go back to the woodshed, and beat the shit out of yourself for 30 minutes, and then come back, and then it's done. That's it. I don't want to hear about it again. So he just always had something to say to, lift you up and keep you going. And God bless him, and we're all just remember him forever. But I hope that every time somebody sings happy birthday, we always end it with amen. Whoa, 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 whoa.
So I am the middle child, but I think a lot like Dad also in many ways. Maybe she is more in other ways. But Dad was really, really, really important in our lives. And we have so many